Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lopez Counseling right here session right here, or you could say my whole little program. My name is Christopher Lopez, and I have been in business for about 5 years in my private practice here, and my counseling hours are usually Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, but I can be pretty flexible with my hours. I say that because I know most times some people here have classes sometimes. Sometimes we have jobs, we have family. And I know for sure me growing up too, I know you can deal with a lot of things. And I know that I used to work and go to school a lot and work school. And how are you going to have time for a counseling session? So you here, I'm here to help you out with that too. So if my hours do not suit you, just I'll talk to you, or you can email me, or we can talk to one of my receptionists here, and we can make sure to get down on a thing. Now, my counseling session here, or my area, is located here in Webster, Texas. And like I said, if you need to call the number right here or email us, you can call us at lopez dot lopez dot c at counseling.com right here if you want to get us right there. If not, you call me at the direct number right there. That's 832-599-7452. And yeah, that's for the most part right there. Hello. And now this is the next part here. You guys are probably wondering, where did the theory come from? Or what theory do we use here? Now, I would better explain to you, or maybe I can have a friend here named Fabio. Yes, it's me, Fabio. Maybe you can have him maybe explain what the theory is. Thank you so much for letting me hear. So, here at the Lopez Counseling Sessions, or Counseling Center, they use the Adlerian theory. Now, basically, where does the Adlerian therapy come from? It comes from a guy named Alfred. Oh, my glasses just fell down. Oh, it's okay. It comes from Alfred Adler. He developed it. He believed that becoming familiar with a person's social context by exploring factors such as their birth order, lifestyle, and even parent education was very helpful. Well, thank you so much for explaining that situation right there. Also, believe Fabio. Did you also tell him too that Adler believed that each person strives to belong and feel significant with this theory too intact? So overall, like my friend here or Fabio said, pretty much that the Adlerian theory wants you to become more focused on your birth order, your lifestyle, and even your parental education. Now, in going more into depth to that, it's basically like an approach that's both humanistic and goal oriented. So basically, we're going to help you focus on your individual strivings for success. It could be like, what do you want to do in life? Do you want to become a doctor? Do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be an astronaut? Do you want to go play for the NBA? Do you want to go play for the NFL? Now, let's help you move along those steps along the way. So this therapy is used for a number of psychological disorders and or mental illnesses overall. Yeah, your next your next question here, you're probably wondering, what techniques might you encounter when you come to my counseling center? So overall, there's a how do you say it? Like an order to go down, or you can say, or kind of like a procedure to say. So first of all, we'll start with a form of engagement, and this will build a trusting technique of a therapeutic relationship between me and you. So you'll come in there and be like, hey, my name's Cindy, my name's Mariah, my name's John, my name's Bob. I'm here to get some help or need more insight about maybe a new job, maybe a new habit, maybe a new career path. I mean, whatever it's on your mind, pretty much for the most part. And then as soon as we agree on idea, it'd be like, hey, Bob, hey, Cindy, hey, Maria, hey, John, I see you guys want to go down a path of business, or I don't like my job anymore, and I want to try to transition to something else. Or it'd be like, hey, a lot of my friends are graduating and I'm still right here. Or you could be like, I don't know, it could be a number of problems, and we can help you work towards. As long as we find that problem you're looking for, we'll work together. Be like, hey, we got this. Let's move on to the next part. Now, and then the next thing is called assessment, pretty much. So we're basically going to speak more about like your personal history, your family, your history, your early recollections, beliefs, and then it could be like such an example like, hey, do you have a sibling that was more relaxed than you? Or did you strive for success early on? Did you burn out? And then I can even ask you a question about like, hey, what's your earliest memory of, say, when you first got in trouble by your parents? How did your parents treat you? What did they tell you? How do you remember that? Did they spank you? Did you get in trouble? Did the teacher give you detention? I mean, the things go on and on. It could be like a number of things. You could be like, hey, I was the oldest child. I was striving for success. I was doing my best, da 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 da. And my brother or sister, they're way younger than me, and my parents really didn't care too much about what they were doing. But me, it's like if I didn't make an A on my test, they would get really mad at me. But being like my brother or sister, they tried something, they made an F or a B, and then my parents really didn't seem to care. It could be things like that. More or less, we'll look into the insides of that too. Be like, hey, I want to help you develop a new way of thinking about that situation. Like think outside the box. Don't really think too much about like, say, let's go back to that problem about passing the grade. Do you want to be known for that grade alone, or are you trying to be seen as you, like Bob, Cindy, Maria, John? Are we trying to understand who you are overall? So we can help you maybe understand. Maybe it wasn't nearly about the grade. Maybe it was more about just getting your parents' attention. Maybe you felt left out for the most part. Maybe you felt left out. But then finally, we will try to help you with that new degree plan, find time to develop new habits. We'll just go down the list. Depending on everyone's scenario is different. We'll work with you. I'll work with you. We'll make sure you feel very welcome. And then finally, to sum up the whole thing, we'll start with like the reorientation. We'll basically encourage you to be in engagement, to be satisfying, effective actions to reinforce your new insights. So basically, it sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo, right? But basically, like, hey, once we figure out a way to do a thing or figure out your scenario, I mean, like, how can we better reinforce that? What can we do to make it stronger? So you could think about it like a bridge, right? So you kind of got like a little, you could say we start with a wooden bridge. We basically made a wooden bridge for, from point A to point B. Now we're going to want to try to throw some concrete on it to make it not a wooden bridge anymore, more of a stone path now to be safer, to survive against different elements. Kind of see a little like that, but it's a little more in depth overall. But like I said, it could be a way of looking at it could be going down a new path. Like I said, overall, it could be a couple of phrases, just looking at the world a new way. We can definitely help you reorientate that all the way down. Sorry, a little bit of a cluster right there. But hopefully I answered your guys' questions. So a couple of effective studies pretty much based off the Adlerian theory or therapy. Basically, we have one person right here that did an article. His name is Airbus, and he quotes Corey basically saying that the Adlerian approach is basically humanistic, cognitive, existential, postmodern, feminist, systematic, and culture sentient approach with neo-analytic things, or theories, you could say. And then upon more studies, we basically see that by Mooney, they say some studies show that the training helps increase the the awareness of the appearance and helps towards the children and the level of encouragement, though, so that the whole parent to children engagement basically like gets increased by the parent knowing that the children probably need more attention, probably for the most part. And then finally, we have another study too with the Adlerian therapy. Basically helps reduce the severity of hyperactivity and increase intentional performances of children with ADHD. Now, this is a very, very important thing right here. So it's helping children with ADHD. It's helping parents with children understand the whole correlation, and overall just helping people find out goals. So it's like three different things right here. So we're working with adults, children, and even the parent to children combination, though. So it's like multiple ways we can look at this, though. So overall, in conclusion, basically, so we could basically say this therapy takes time. So it's not just going to be like I go in here for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and I'm cured or done, or it's not going to be like one session and I'm done. Maybe, but for the most part, this Adlerian therapy takes time. And if the approach does not work, I would say we will try a different approach, obviously. And in worst case scenario, we can even recommend another center if nothing is like clicking right for the most part. But once again, my name is Christopher Lopez, and I am here with the Lopez Counseling Center. And I hope to hear from you guys very soon. You guys can call or email us, and can't wait to hear from you guys. You guys have a good day.